Hey,
Oh, good afternoon.
good afternoon or good evening for me, but yeah, how's it going?
I'm a bit tired, that's all.
Understandable, with everything going on. Yeah, so for me, it's gonna be a hectic month and hectic week starting from tomorrow because, like remember back in at the end of the November and at early December, I had my college open. Also, I had other stuff to do, so it's gonna be the same thing again. So yep, last day with nothing to do.
I know it's horrible, but you've got nothing to do and you just sat there doing literally nothing. To be honest, that's what I do, to be honest. I just play choices if I'm like that. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you have noticed this or if it has happened with you or not, but when you don't have anything to do, you don't have anything to do at all. And when you have something to do and you have lots of things to do at the same time, it's
Yep.
it's it's so, creepy and
It's weird.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Getting
quite
also
frustrating.
frustrating, yeah.
Yeah.
So, how's it going? Valentine's Day around the corner.
Do I have anything to do for Valentine's Day?
Oh, maybe, a special night out. Reagan? Reagan,
Yes.
I forgot.
I wish. But yeah, I got literally nothing really planned for next week, really.
I know.
But
Yeah. So, this week, what's special in choices? Let's see. I heard 16th of February, so that's
yes, that's
next
next
week. So
week.
this week, yeah, this week we have Crimes of Passion. This week we have, I think, on Wednesday. I have Wake the Dead on Wednesday, and then Surrender releasing for non VIPs on Friday, and there's another book, Mismatch.
Yep. So that's about it for me this week. Crimes of Passion.
Yeah, and if you go back to Dream Zone, we have.
Yep. Thursday
Where do you want to
girls.
start? Do you want to start with Dream Zone or choices?
To be honest, I really don't have a preference. To be honest with you, I really don't mind.
Yeah, since Brandon isn't here yet, and I don't think Brandon is caught up on Dream Zone with the recent chapters of adult education or um,
Thursday
least
girls.
Thirsty Girls. So I think it'd be better if we start with Dream Zone. And since also we talked a lot of the recent choices stuff on Saturday anyway, so I think it'd be better if we start with Dream Zone now.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. That. Sorry. That's all right with me.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the last chapter of Thirsty Girls?
I actually have forgot what even happened. To be honest with you.
Oh, do you
Um.
want me to sort of summarize it for you?
Yeah, I did read it. I just can't remember what happened.
Okay. So, as far as I remember, wait.
Wait. We got Kimberly to work in that bar, didn't we?
Yeah, so we start there. So we start at
Yeah.
Stewart's bar. We show Kimberly the video, like orgy and party, and then we say like you're gonna get sacked from your office if you don't, start acting nice with everyone, and you do what we tell you to do, and then we
Yep.
blackmail her with that, and then we ask her to work here. She was salty at first, but then she seems like she's attracted to our main character and stuff, and then we come back to the bar, and we
Yep.
don't take it any step further. I mean, with the relationship with Kimberly or anything doing, we don't do much at Kimberly. Just we make her work in Stewart's bar, and we hope that it teaches her a lesson that how to be a nice boss or whatever our main character is trying to teach her. And then we come back to the bar, if I remember, uh, and then what happened? I think we saw Flower. Like, he gave us some advice or something, And then yeah, the black one of the horsewomen, she came
Yeah,
out.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that now because it's like it was white last chapter, and like Avery the chapter before that. So it was Avery white, black. Next it'll be red. I think I've got a gut feeling. No, literally because
Yeah.
like they said in the chapter description, everything's connected, but how? But there's one thing it doesn't mention, and this ups my suspicion. It doesn't mention Leona.
Leona.
Yes. That
Oh
are
yeah, the boss.
yeah, it doesn't mention her anywhere in there. But
Exactly. And this May is connected to it somehow. I was so
yeah,
shocked because May was the last person I hoped will be connected with this, because May seemed like out of the loop. Like
yeah,
Lara is connected, that's for sure. Very is in there, and the horsewomen,
yep,
like you said, Leona, Stewart, Kimberly. But that's interesting.
yeah. Well, like I said, it said Avery, May, and I can't remember what else it said is connected, but how? And you're in the middle of it or something. It says. So what's going on here? Something's. It's got to do with Leona because I can't see it being anybody else but her or that guy who the bar we are not working at anymore. Well, not working at anymore. Sorry, I should rephrase that. The bar we refuse to work at. Sorry. I just find it a bit suspicious. Do you know what I mean? Like, look, you think I have something against Leona? I don't. I just find that she's. Do you know what the word I'm looking for? It is too perfect. It's like she
Yeah.
does nothing wrong. I mean, obviously, we all know that there is characters what can do nothing wrong, say, but to the point where she's doing nothing wrong, but yet she's still going out doing stuff, but she won't tell us where she's been and leaves us to do everything for her. Yeah, and she didn't tell us about the orgy as well, did she?
Nope.
So she's all this saying this she hates Avery, but yet she'll still speak to Avery. Yeah, all right then.
Yeah, there's more going on. There's more to it than what meets the eye. I think that's what's true for Thirsty Girls. I just can't wait to see, what
Hmm.
happens next.
Yeah,
Because in the next chapter description, like you mentioned, is how it's connected into this. Because, Lara, she does modeling and stuff, and then she is acting suspicious. Then
yeah,
we have May was the last person I hoped to be connected with this, because she was completely out of the loop. And then very she's expressing her feeling toward us. Then our friend Niall, or whatever his name is, he has some problem of his own.
yeah.
Get-
Summits. Yeah, now you mentioned that, I do remember I last chapter where he said he actually spanked her. Thought, good on you, mate. Just don't take any shit. Look, watch him be the perpetrator. Watch him be the perpetrator of all this. You can just feel it, can't you? Really, because he acts all innocent, saying, "Oh, she won't let me do this. She won't let me do that." Watch him be the perpetrator of all of this. You can just. Obviously, it's a left field choice, but like, it's not impossible, is it?
yeah.
But yeah, I like what the main character said though in that chapter. I think I remember it said, "Yeah, I want two things. What? For you to go and do that, and for the other point is to let me go to bloody sleep." Because I would be annoyed if somebody called me at 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, like I said, his girlfriend's a bit of a wife. Sorry, he's a bit of a yeah. Jesus, she just
Yeah.
probably needed. Um,
Yeah, that
yeah,
was I mean, a lot of things happening. And wow, Flower, I mean, that dude is hiding something. I mean, there's more to him than what I love
yeah.
these things about Dream Zone, because they have
You
really
have
good.
plot and not just smut.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there is smut, but it's not like only like
Can I just
plot
have a
plus.
sorry? Can I just elaborate on that, please?
Yeah.
Thirsty Girls is not as bad as I thought it would be in that sense. Like
Nope.
literally, there's hardly anything of that, in this book. What I mean though is actually hooking up scenes and stuff like that. There's hardly any of those. I am actually shocked.
Yeah,
you
I know
know.
what. I mean, dreams on books are like. I mean, name me one book where there was no plot, but only hooking up and some dull plot. Name me just one book. None of the book. All the books has
Well,
some good thing.
colorblind wasn't the colorblind is not the colorblind's not the best book out there, but it's still
But
got a plot.
yeah, it has more plot than Nanny Affair and Surrender do. I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
it has
but yeah,
more
like
plot than Shipwrecked has.
yeah, because I'm not to be honest. I think we spoke about shipwreck that many times that we're starting to realize how bad it actually was. But
Yeah,
like if somebody loves the book and you criticize their book, good God, don't bloody bother even thinking to say anything. But like you said though, with the Dream Zone bit, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Like, and to be honest, it's not really bothering me in a bad way at all. It's a refresher, really. I'm not saying it was bad before what Dream Zone were doing, but like, yeah,
yeah.
I'm just
They have some quality books here. I mean, all the books are like that. Like they have some smut, like really good smut,
yeah.
and then equal amount of plot. I mean, look at Hostel Story. It had like a lot of hookups and smuts, but it still had really good plot. Mark and yeah,
Book one was good. I know we've said
yeah.
this every week, but out of all the three, book one was the best,
Three
and just
wasn't
really
bad. Like book
no,
book
it was
three
no
wasn't
problem.
like book one, but it was still a good Dream Zone book. I mean,
Yeah,
like it was better than a lot of choices books.
yeah, because who chases after somebody to kill them and then ends up in a rocket with an artificially made kid. Like, come on. I mean, who makes up these things? It's good
Yeah,
to
but
have something different every now and then, not just like. To me, that's why I'm a bit off on the releases coming up for choices because Untamable just is releasing this month, and it's like doesn't seem too bad, but like somebody says, not saying who, I think you know who I mean, said themselves that it's more or less going to be like a big Sky Country, but with extremely more smut. And it's I just want to get away with that, and that's why I like Dream Zone. For like you said, the plots, the they've actually put thought into every book. Like no book's the same unless it's in a series. You know what I mean? Like that. It's good to have variety, not the same. Yeah, that's why I quite like Dream Zone. But obviously, it's sexist in it, so we can't. It's bad.
yeah, I mean, Dream Zone is a adult education. I mean, the music, the songs they chosen, and the atmosphere. It was something special. Like I have not read a book like that in a while. So it was really sad, and it was a shame that this book only had 8 chapters.
Mm.
I think it was a filler book or something, but still,
But it
was worth it.
seems.
It was more than
Yeah.
it was more than worth. The 8 chapters are more than worth than Nanny Affair 20 chapters. Book two, hands down.
I think to add on that, there will be more books for adult education because that book has no way. That series, sorry, is no way near finished at all. Don't nobody can tell me different.
Nope,
There's just too much unanswered.
I know.
Yeah.
And when we near every Thursday, we're thinking whether there's a new book or not. So
Yeah.
this Thursday is not going to be any different. Who knows? We can have a Devil's Deal book two, book three, or a new book. I'm all for new books because they're even more exciting. Not saying that
Yeah.
I won't be happy to get Devil's Deal book three, but whatever, something new.
A lot on that as well. Look, I'm going to say something here. The reason I know it's like we upcoming releases for choices I actually look forward to, but with Dream Zone, I don't mind waiting a little more time because I know they put thought into it, like we elaborated on before. You know, like we know Adultcation is not the best book out there, but like it's done enough to the point where it's readable and it's good. You actually want to read it again, like you've just said.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's probably would just like you said a filler book. To be honest, with like we've said before. So But I actually don't mind waiting for Dream Zone books at all. I really don't mind waiting that little bit of extra time.
Exactly. But yeah, like I think there was a void after
Yeah,
high school, or not high school, Hostel Story Book 3 ended. So I think people were thinking maybe the app died, and they're also
yeah,
releasing some old books from here to Lovesick. So they were
yeah,
a little bit afraid, and then they suddenly released Adult Education, and then Thirsty Girls back to back almost. It's
yeah.
exciting. Also, I have a hunch that what if Thirsty Girls chapter 8 is the last chapter? I mean, this Thursday is the book finale. Is it
I don't.
possible?
I don't. Do you know what? That wouldn't surprise me. But then again, like it, it wouldn't bother me. And I think it wouldn't bother me just because I don't know how to explain this. It's like enough's gone on this. In this, would you say it? Would it need more chapters with what's gone on so far? Yes, I do say that. But let's just hope it doesn't just end abruptly, like just getting
Yeah,
into the car like in the end of adult education, and that's it.
yeah, but also, to counter that,
Yeah,
if it ends abruptly, that means that they're planning something for it in the future in a book two
yeah,
or a
yeah,
sequel. That, like you said about adult education, and
yeah.
there are
That's
lots of books. To be honest, in Dream Zone, they're almost 90% of the books end abruptly. You look at
yes.
the Dream Zone history, and they give almost every book a sequel. The only book that doesn't have a sequel is Time and
Project
Time
Pro-
Again.
Project Prometheus,
But
Colorblind.
yeah, but Colorblind ends in a way that it tells you that it can
Yeah,
have a sequel. Same goes with almost every single book.
yeah.
Yeah. My Bloody Classmate. It,
Uh,
it doesn't, I guess.
yeah. Like, now that all the threats have gone without spoiling anything, it's I wouldn't know if that book does. I'd like a book two, but what would be in a book two? Because the threats are gone per se. I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that doesn't deserve one. And also, I don't know. Look Alike also, I think, ended perfectly.
you love that book. I actually like that book more than I thought.
Yeah. It, all the characters were really
Yeah,
amazing in that book. I loved Look Alike.
yeah. It's yeah. I mean, I don't mind waiting for a sequel for a book, but yeah, with Dream Zone, I don't mind waiting to be honest because of how good the books are.
Yeah. And also, we were talking.
Like, oh, say again.
No, no, go on.
Yeah, like I said, they actually put thought into the characters, like different personalities. But I mean, I know that sounds silly and a bit obvious, but like they actually put thought into it. Like with Avery, she is a bit of a, a female dog, not literally, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Nilsson's just in his own league. Um, just like like every character's different, not just wanting to hook up all the time or every character look like we've said 100 times before. That's what we like about Dream Zone books. It's different and not all the same sprites are used.
Yeah. It's really a unique place. And also, something I would like is that the books are like there's a really good variety in this books. Like we're talking about very action filled and pretty intelligent writing, because time and time again, I think that's the best thought writing I have ever seen in any app store. And yeah, I mean, just you look at it and how they design their love interest. If you look at choices, I'm not saying choices doesn't have good love interest, but like Dream Zone, there's something about it. I mean, the love interests are so, or even the flings, like the way
Do,
the
do,
design.
do you know what I like about Dream Zone books?
Yeah,
Love interest. The fact that some of them aren't mentioning what books. Um, I might have mentioned one the other day, where the love interest betrays you in some way. I
yeah,
just, it's like in Choices books, it's like the Choices love interest doesn't betray you at all. I can only think of literally one book in my mind right now, and that's Foreign Affairs with Aina. That's it.
Mismatch.
Oh God, don't even remind me about that book. But yeah, like I just like ones like that. Like, but with Dream Zone, that's what I like. Like most at love interest and most books do have that. Some of them more than one where you do not see it coming in any way, shape, or form. I've literally just reread what is it, Man for Hire,
Yeah,
and I think in the that one shocked me a little bit, but not as much as I thought. But that's what I like, where in each book you have a revenge, not revenge, sorry, like a trope like that. I like that because it gets a bit boring and stale in choices, where it's just, oh, the love interest is perfect. It's just a bit stupid.
yeah, I know. And then like I read Lookalike, and I think in Lookalike, all the love interests they put a lot of effort in that because I mean I don't know, like change my mind, but I have not read a single other book in any other app store where all the love interests were so well done. I mean, from I don't, the Mexican girl Pamela or something, from her to the reporter to who was our fake girlfriend, from that FBI agent to there were or the another female lookalike. All of them were super well, and they were really they were worked on really well, and I have not seen that in any other book. So lookalike, I think in love interest department, it had the best love interest, but most of the Dream Zone books do. So
Do
that's definitely amazing love it. I mean, that's why when I come to choices for certain books after reading Dream Zone, it's hard to get into. When I played Laws, for instance, like first of all, there's this Gabe dominance, and then so little time to Ace Lane, and then we have like one or two flings with Lena Reyes, who I of course liked there, and then it's really hard to get into someone who doesn't have much time and uh, previously used personality like Lindsay. So it's really hard to get into them when after reading Dream Zone. So Dreams on love interest are really unique, and I don't know why anyone would call it sexist or anything. For anything,
honestly, look, I'll elaborate on that because I know Amber does actually listen to this, doesn't she? Because she mentions us, and like I said, without spoiling any kind of books for her or anything. The reason I said what I said on the messages is because I think you saw it as well. I said,
yeah,
look, don't even listen to these playing it sexist. Because I didn't say the part I'm going to say now in the test because I would have definitely got a bit uh, cancelled. I said, you're probably a female, and that's why I said it's sexist. And I'm
yeah,
just being
but
honest. But that's what I like. But because I'm just going to say this now, and and I know it's going to be controversial. Choices mainly concentrate on the male main characters. It's love interest, sorry,
love interest, yeah,
love interest, and that's what's so relieving and so relaxing, and so good about Dream Zone, because it's like they've just I. That's what I like about Dream Zone, just because of how diverse, like you said, the love interests are. You've got a photographer, you've got an FBI agent who I never even thought would even end up being a love interest or whatever it was in lookalikes. You've got like I said, it's diverse, not from like the
yeah,
same boss
totally,
mechanic. Like,
yeah,
you, and then the love interests who you love and like at first end up betraying you that much
yeah,
to the point where you don't even see it coming, and that's what I like. It's just choices just do it to make people happy, not because no, it's that I just don't know what to say about Dream Zone. Would I say it's better than choices? No, but would I say choices is getting worse? Yes, and picks up Swag Mash is getting better. Yes, I mean just look at how much people play Dream Zone more than I thought. I thought, oh god, it's gonna have 1 million downloads or something. Do you know what I mean? 5 million, nearly 10 million. For what? And like I said, out of all the books and like the Reddits and the Twitters, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, everything, how many people do you honestly see when Dream Zone, well, anything gets posted or anything? People see criticize it. None.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
what it is,
people really
really.
love shows, yeah, and also because Personally, for me, I think if anything, Dream Zone love interests are one hell of a badass women and badass girls. I mean, that material to them than any other love interest in choices. Like they're even or any app store. Not comparing the choices, but more badass and they're more. Like there is more equality in Dream Zone than any other app store. I think, like the way they write.
Yep, yep. And that's what I think a lot of people like about the No Choices book. I know we've just been blagging on at choices, but like that's why I think that's why people like Wake the Dead, because how diverse the characters are in that book.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got Angel. You've got the Angel. They're just a mentalist. Say you've got Shannon, who's just a sweet, shy kind of love interest. Then you've got the other two, Eli, who's always reserved and just never smiles. And then you've got the other one. I can't remember his name.
Troy, my
Troy.
favorite, Troy, my man. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
hell,
what I like. Each character has their own distinct personality in that book, which I actually quite like.
yeah,
You
his
know.
corny jokes. I really love characters like. It's really hard to get people like them in real life anyway, with a good sense of
Yeah,
humor.
yeah. I think everybody needs that. I mean, see what I mean though. When we say choices does something good, it's because of a book and how diverse and how good it is. Because when choices, that's what I mean. It's like think we hate choices, we don't. When choices do a good book, they do a good book.
I
It's
know. Choices to me, like like you compare Dream Zone and Choice, like in Dream Zone, the Hostel Story, Book One, Half Human, Book One, then Devil's Deal, Time and Time Again. These were really great books, very great memories. But Choices, they have really good music, their writing is very good. But now we're talking in the old days, like High School Story, America's Most Legible, Nightbound, It Lives. Recently, they also have good writing like Wake the Dead, and I've not read it, but I can
yep,
assume it's really great. But the problem
yep.
is that they're focusing less on that. They're releasing books like, there are book. I'm not saying, but still, the quality choices put out. I mean, Mismatch is certainly not better than a lot of Dream Zone books, like High School Story is, for that matter. Then you
Yeah.
have, and then how Queen Bee book two. I mean, Queen Bee book two, how it had a lot of hype, but I think people just liked Queen Bee Book One so much that they went on with it, and their love interest they liked, like Ina, be it Ian or Zoe or Poppy, they just went. You look at it that way, I don't think Queen Bee Book Two was one of the best books Choices has produced. I mean, yeah, the hit list and stuff was that, but after one or two hit list members, it got the stale same thing almost, and then the revelation
Repetitiveness.
was, yeah, repetitiveness. I mean, the repetitiveness was kind of getting boring, and then when we get to the main villain, it was way too rushed, even more rushed than Foreign Affairs. And Papa
Yeah.
became the main villain, and whatever. I don't know. Like, she
Look,
became
look, look,
something
look,
stuck
look.
in the middle, neither a villain nor a love interest. And that was really weird. So I
Yep.
think they were all over the place with Queen Bee Book.
Yeah. I'll add on that as well. I think I know I kept saying it was the dean, but I said to you after we read the first few chapters of Queen Bee, it's probably I'll say it's the dean, but it is probably 99.99% saline, which it was. And it was like, that's what also made it stale for me. Like, it just made it obvious in the first chapter, didn't it? After reading it, who goes from a sweet, innocent person to absolutely roasting Poppy that much? I mean, come on. It's like, I know this is going to be a bit horrible, more to people who like this book, but it's like with, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like, what ruins it in the chapters, doesn't it? Like the first few chapters, like with, and I'm going to say this as quick as I can, like with every heartbeat, that ruined it in the first chapter, in the first book, in the first chapter. Sorry, yeah, sorry. In the first chapter, it ruined it for me because it was just it made it so obvious about what's going to happen, and but like you said with Queen Bee 2, it was just Queen Bee 2 was worse of the Queen Bee 1, book and 2. Because, like you said, the repetitiveness, like saying, oh, look at this, is do you have a reason? And it's, oh, God, here we go. That's why we said chapter 13 was good.
Yeah,
Because, yes, it's what happened with all the other hit list members, but that chapter just had something good about it. Like the music, like the. I've never seen music like Choices did in that chapter. And what does that prove?
yeah.
In like the bigger picture. Like when Choices
No
do, not,
smudge in
re-
that chapter. There
not
were no
smut,
smudge.
yeah. Like when Choices don't do smut rated books, which they have before, then look what happens. There's hardly any hate for Wait for Dead or Surrender. Obviously, there is for Surrender, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Crimes of Passion and Wait for Dead. I have not seen, maybe apart from one or two, saying, quote, Wait for Dead and Crimes of Passion are bad. It shows you that when they don't do smut related books, they do it well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with every heartbeat, it was just one book
Yeah.
about that, so it was still a good book. But with Queen Bee book 2, we already had the same thing in book 1. So if you have only one book of something, that's still bearable,
And I think as well,
and then you don't
can I,
add anything
can I add on
new.
that?
Like, yeah, yeah.
With Queen Bee Book 2, everyone says, oh, it does the Queen Book 3. Why does it? Because after, what would they do? They left college, university, whatever they call it. What now? Like, I'm not just saying that to cause any drama. I'm being serious. That's why I said in the podcast, and a lot of people disagreed, and I don't give a crap. Why does it deserve a book 3? What would happen?
Yeah.
Like, it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, book 2 for me, I think, book 1's reputation, and beside the reputation, the writing team, really hilarious and unique writing style. The Ina or
Yeah.
Ian and Poppy, these five factors, I think they carried Queen Bee book.
Yep.
Didn't have anything special. So that was about Queen Bee.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's just a
But
bit,
I think when people, Queen Bee, the writers or the team, they give sequel to some books. They need to be very careful about that. Sequels are being, either rushed or being really, the Nanny Affair book too. What a horrible sequel that was for me. I mean, what did they do
Yep.
there? They brought Jordan, they ruined her, this, that, do that, and
Like I
then
said,
the
that's what. Honestly, that's the reason I hated that book so much.
yeah,
I
and
don't.
then
I
they
didn't mean I
brought
like
uh,
Jordan. I don't.
the dead wife
Sam,
to life. I don't know if they originally planned it or not. So they were all over the place, like Queen
you know
Bee.
why? You know why they made a book 3?
Yeah, because people
Because of the
like Sam,
faithfulness
and
to
they,
Sam.
yeah, exactly. Like people spent a lot of diamonds. They bought diamonds, and because of Sam. Same thing with Ian or Ina and Poppy. This popularity is going on.
Yeah.
We have Laws of Attraction, which was genuinely a good. It was a good book, not good like Heist or Nightbound, but it was still a pretty good book.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with its sequel because Martin at helm. Let's see how they turn out. I hope it's not gonna be like Queen Bee, the same petty drama from
Right. Look,
like she were in Queen Bee.
I'll say something about that. Right, and that's what I
Yeah,
mean. People say. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm just doing something here.
in a words.
Um, I think the with book 2. I know Ashlyn's not your favourite character. I know, but one thing I will say: please give her more bloody time in that book 2. Oh my god, it was unbelievable. And as well, with the Martin thing, like you said, there's one thing I will say, and I think I've said it before. If you're still here,
Yeah, I'm here.
Martin didn't do this by himself. Not one bit.
That's an interesting theory.
Because how would he be able to buy it out all by himself?
He did go to Yale, but yeah, that could be really an interesting point. Then question comes, who is helping him?
Exactly. Was it all planned for from the beginning? But they knew, or is there a new character? Watch, it'll be a new character we know, and it'll be a new colleague. It'll, it will not surprise me at all that it'll be a new character who's supposed to be nice. I mean, it's like you said though, just either give Ashley more time or give us a new love interest.
Yep. I think a new love interest would be better because,
Don't,
it,
Aniban, please. I know you like Tyler and Lena, but please, realistically, we need a new love interest because Gabe is just so fucking
yeah.
goddamn forced. It is genuinely
It's
unbelievable.
going to be the same. I mean, if there is no new love interest. It's Gabe versus Aston is going to be same. Whatever you go, business trip, related stuff, you're gonna get Gabe pushed at your face. I remember we were in Sin City, in Nevada, and we were trying to get do something.
Oh yeah, the marriage thing, and it's like, oh, do it with Gabe to help the case.
Yeah,
Bollocks.
that was BS. I mean, they should have given us the option to choose between Gabe and Aslan. And at that moment, I knew that there is no point choosing anyone other than Gabe. I mean, come on. I mean, it's just not the right thing. And Aslan, it's just she's presented like a coworker. Like at the end, when there's a hookup option, then they give us like, hey, who do you want to hook up with, Gabe or Ashley? Like, dude, you didn't even give me any option to get to know them better. Didn't even give me any option to have some chemistry like we have with Gabe. How the hell am I supposed to just go and hook up with them? That's what turned me off for that book. So I do hope they bring a new love interest. And to be fair with everyone, all the romancers, I want them to be gender customizable.
Yep. And
But did you know a really nice tidbit? Choices and Alice told me this the last night, showed me two tweets. Did you know in Mismatch, two things. First, originally the writers thought they will make the main character the high CEO matchmaker, rich CEO matchmaker, and they will find Jake and or Jacqueline, but they thought it would be rich to rags to riches, and it would be something like main character has to be always inferior to the love interest, so they changed it and made it the other way around. And also, they had originally multiple love interests planned. So one was Jake or Jacqueline or Jake, and the other one was like we were someone. Our main character used to work in a bar in New York, and our main character's best friend. We two used to work at the bar, so it was gonna be something like platinum, I believe. So, and do you remember how our main character's dad was super hot? So they just turned him from love interest to dad, and that's the reason. So these are two pretty big revelations.
yeah, and it just shows that because it's a single love interest book, most people don't like it. People
Yeah,
try to say, yeah, but give it a go. I gave it a go, and it just that's why I said I hate single love interest book because as much as I know it's a realistic kind of thing, but who in the right fucking mind is that heartless to do what she did? Some of them stuff that Jacqueline did,
yeah.
it was
But
so
but
goddamn heartless.
yeah. But I still think, if they stuck with the original plan that
Yep.
our main character as a rich CEO matchmaker and they find Jake or Jacqueline, and it were multiple love interest with we sharing a bar in New York, we own a bar in New York, with our best friend, we run the bar. I think that would have been super awesome to have a best friend love interest. I think I'd have chosen them over Jake or Jacqueline any day.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that never happened.
Nope. Because it was just such a terrible book. That was. God, it was terrible. But yeah,
Yeah, I know. I'm here. And yeah, just about that. Um, but yeah, I mean, coming back to Dream Zone and Thirsty Girls, Flowers, he does have something, he's hiding something. There's more to him. He pretends to be a philosopher, like he has his knowledge eye open for some reason, but he's hiding something.
Yeah, and
What do you think
the
about him?
he's too perfect. Literally, and I don't mean that in a good way.
Hmm.
He's just there when we. How does he know when something's going wrong and we need help? I don't mean like seriously, but like we need a new idea or like. And then don't you think it's a bit suspicious as well that the party or thing we get invited to is his house and Avery is the person who is hosting the party or the orgy, say. Yeah, some stuff about them too. As much, but then again, it can't be because all of them are connected. It's a bit
Yeah.
to me. Out of all the possible, I don't know what other theories I can think of to happen in that book. I know Leona's in it in some way. Nobody can tell me different. Avery, yeah, I don't know about that one. I'll have to read a few more chapters when they're released. But Flowers just I think I've got a gut feeling it is him to do some just wherever it is. Then, like you said, yeah. But like we said, the one character we never thought, well, two for me, was May, and
Yeah,
is it Lara? Them two I didn't expect. Because if
that
you
was
noticed, I think as well, that's what, and also I'm getting suspicious at with Lara. Every time we meet her, she always assumes we're going to do something.
exactly.
It's like, yeah, we're not that fucking heartless. Like the main character said, we're literally just helping you. We just helped you as soon as we saw you. We're not going to cook up. I think that's what as well. Like she's being used for something like that, because yeah, like you said, May is the one's what's more shocking, to be honest,
I
than
never
Flower.
hoped May to be in that position. Also, did you see the last chapter of Thirsty Girls had a little crossover from Impossible Game?
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I do remember vividly remembering that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
the
remember what
bull
happened.
he used to wear.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Are you here?
He said his boss made him wear that because his boss loved this Impossible or Impassable game. He said he can't remember the name. The bouncer, Bull, the
Yeah,
bouncer's name. That was
I can't
interesting.
remember. Yeah, it was certainly interesting. I'm here still. Sorry, 1 minute.
Yeah, no worries. I think it, there's a connection issue. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, it's showing me trying to reconnect. If we're unable to reconnect within a few minutes, we'll end the call so you can try again. Once the call ends, you'll be able to find this recording in your library. Disconnect now and save. So I don't know how long it will go on, but yeah,
Yeah,
give me a few moments.
but yeah, like we said, just May. I didn't expect to be in all of this because she just seemed too sweet and too innocent to be that heavily involved in something. But yeah, it's not right. I think to be fair though, we can't exactly say it can't be her because I look at what is it? Look at Donna. Look at
Wow.
some others.
Yeah, but Donna was conniving from the very start. Like we knew she was up to something more than
Yeah,
just
yeah.
her
So as well, that's what I wanted to
shenanigans.
say as well. Like that. I reread the book and one scene where I thought, how did I notice this? She locked us up and like in the room, handcuffed us to the bed, and then said, "Oh, we need to get out." Text soldier, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm your savior to your day." What? How the fucking hell did you know? Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's, I don't realize how I didn't notice it sooner. God.
because they, I don't think, wanted to reveal it earlier.
But still, like, and they should have given more love to what is it, the cop in that book.
Suzanne.
Yeah, I liked her.
Yeah, same. Suzanne was a really nice character.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like we said, just I didn't expect May of all people to be involved in this.
Yeah. So we can do one thing. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
That we can go through every book in Dream Zone. Like I can say the name of the book, and you tell me what you like about. I mean, who is your favorite love interest from that book, and
Yeah,
who
I'll do
is
that.
your least favorite love interest from the book? Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds
that sounds
actually good.
fun. Yeah, it's a really fun. So I would like to know like where we stand and like our likes. Okay,
Yeah,
hostel story. Least favorite and favorite.
none,
Huh?
none of them.
Oh, that's interesting. Like, but let's say if you had to pick one as your least favorite, who would it be?
Bella.
And favorite?
I don't know. I couldn't have a clue because I don't think I have got one.
Hmm. For me, least favorite.
Ivy.
No, least favorite is going to be let's see, who was the love interest? Yeah,
Be-
Bella I think is the least
yeah.
favorite because she was pushed, and most favorite love interest would be like Katia. She was a from book 2 to book 3, she was a great love interest.
That. Well,
But in
yeah.
book 1, definitely Ivy.
Yeah. Because Bella. I think we don't need to talk about Yeah, go on. Next book. Sorry, next book. Just go on to the next book. It's fine.
Yeah, I know it. Half human.
Next book.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can hear you. I just said next book because I think we all know the answer to that one.
Oh, come
Yep.
on.
Would you class her as a love interest?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Well, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, love
Jennifer,
interest or flings, whatever. If we get to have anything with them, they're gonna be considered a love interest.
Jennifer.
So Jennifer,
Yep.
favorite love interest and least favorite.
Is Elizabeth a love interest? Because I swear
Yeah,
she is.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like her.
yeah.
After what she did in book 2, if something did that to me in real life, whatever happened without spoiling it, they'd both be dead. So who does that and goes behind somebody's back? That's just sick. Sorry, next book. Oh no, sorry, it's your turn. Your turn. Your turn. Sorry.
Yep. My let's see. Favorite love interest from this book, I would have to go with Emily. Come on, like she is something. Emily, I liked her a lot. Least
Agree.
Emily, but Jennifer, I loved her. So it, in a heartbeat, like in a heartbeat, I would be Jennifer. So yeah, it's Emily and Jennifer, and least favorite, I gotta say, yeah, same, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Okay, next is, oh, this is interesting. Impossible Game. Oh, this is interesting. I would love to know.
I actually don't because, like I said, we aren't spoiling anything for Anne because I know she listens to this because she tagged us all in that post. So it's like, how do we talk about this without spoiling anything? Because
Yeah.
without spoiling anything, Van, with that book, I don't think we can physically say who's our favourite. Because if we do, we have to say why, and we can't say why just in case anything bad comes off that. And that's and it adds into the fact that you can't trust anybody in that book. And I mean, People think we're joking, don't we? But we are being serious. You cannot trust anybody in that book, and so that's why it's hard to say which love interest I like most.
Exactly. But
But
still,
without going into detail, what are
yeah,
you going to say?
still, like just the names, it could be like,
Oh God, no, I can't remember all the names. What is it? There's I actually don't know.
okay, let me tell you the names: Aria, Stacy, Grace. Um, oh, I forgot the mother's name. Not the mother, but the mother of the clan. I mean, uh, what was her name? Cleopatra? No, what was her name? Something like.
Cleopatra, she's dead.
Uh, I
Sorry,
can't
go on.
remember her name.
Alexandria.
Yeah, Alexandria, I think, something like that.
Favorite because they didn't do as much trouble as I thought would be Stacy, hands
Yeah,
down.
and least favorite?
I don't even need to say.
I don't know. Is it Grace or
Grace,
Aria?
Grace, Grace. All of the others, apart from Stacy. Really,
For
really.
me, the favorite love interest would be it's Stacy and the mother. Like the mother
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
group, not like our mother. Anyway, yeah,
That would
and
be a bit
least favorite is Aria and Grace.
100%.
Okay, let's see. What is the next book after this? Devil's Deal. Oh, this is interesting.
Wow. Um. Oh man. Ay, 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 ay. Um. I,
What's happening? Are you
I don't
possessed?
know. I'm trying to think.
Are you possessed?
Literally, probably possessed by Miss Dawson, but you know. Um.
I was hoping you'll be possessed by, Milton, because Milton possesses everyone, so I thought you would be possessed by Milton. But anyway, go
Oh,
on.
yeah, I know. I actually can't think. Probably Miss Dawson, if I'm honest.
Ooh, yeah, she was a great character.
I don't know. Not because she's a very good-looking character.
I know the letters you're going for.
Yeah, we can't say that. Of all the things we can say, we can't say that. No, but
Yeah,
realistically, yeah, I think not just because she's what I've just said, but literally just because she was with Milton at start in his schemes, and then she tried to actually help us, double crossing him, and just I can't really put a fault on her character to be honest. So
yeah. Who's your
least
least favorite?
favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know because God, I went perp to when I said that because. Pardon me. Um, I don't know. It's so obvious. Sorry. Yeah, Carrie. Yeah, hands down.
Oh, good God. Yeah, I mean, for me, my favorite love interest from Devil's Deal is going to be Diana for sure, and least favorite. Oh, let's see. I was gonna say Felicia, but I did like
Oh,
her a lot, you know. So I'm not good. Like, yeah, she was like really hard to us, but I still liked her. It's not like I
yeah,
didn't
fine.
like her. But Carrie, forced like Bella. Carrie.
Without going into detail, but she's our mother now, Felicia. So, you know.
Yep. All right. Interesting. You said your favorite love interest is Miss Dawson. I was hoping you would say Sam.
Next question. Next book.
Okay. uh, you do have an obsession for the four letters, but anyway, what's
Yep.
the next book? Rock
Is it
Gang, I think.
Rogue Gang? Wow. Um, I actually, I actually quite liked all the love interest from that book. You know.
Exactly, same. So who's your favorite? Let's say you don't have any least favorite, but who's your favorite?
Oh my god. I know I'm going to be a bit contradictory of the points I've said before of some love interest in either book like Choices or Dreams then, but what is her name? The Paolo's daughter. Is it? I can't remember
Um,
her name.
yeah,
The one who
with N, I
attached.
think it started with N.
Is it Nia? No, not Nia. Nia. Is it
N- N-
Nigel? That's a bloody bloke. Sorry, I'm thinking Nigel. What?
Nikki or something. I don't remember.
Nikki.
No, that's not Nikki. Something with N, I believe.
I can't know. I can't remember her name. Was it
But
Nikki? Yeah, but her
anyway, her and favorite.
least favorite.
Oh no, I asked your favorite now.
I don't know. I don't know because I actually quite liked all of them to be honest. So I can't really pick.
Interesting. I really liked Candy. Ava was good too, but Candy for me. And then least favorite. I don't have a least favorite. All of them are good. All right,
Yeah,
next one. Man for Hire.
Samantha. And I think is her name Samantha? I've literally just read it. I can't bloody remember. Susan. Sorry, Susan.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There is one Sam who, in the first, who's in the first chapter, who is 40 plus years old, who we get to hook up with also. So yeah, technically, she's still a love interest, and she's your favorite. Why am I not surprised? You there?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
they just tried to bloody call me.
Oh, I know. It happens. Are you able to hear us, or do we need to reconnect?
They called me. Somebody called
Yeah,
me.
that happens. No worries.
I rejected the call because I didn't know who it was. And then they called again, so I thought, God, it must be important.
Be careful, if the caller says that
I
you
know who
have
it was, though. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I know who it was.
oh yeah, but because if you
Yeah.
receive this kind of an unknown call, and
I
the
thought it
caller
was.
says, hey, yeah, you've won a lottery, come to
I'm
get
like,
it.
yeah, I wish. I would be living where I was if I did. I'd
Yeah,
be
they'll be like, hey.
I'd be in a dream zone book. That's all I'd say. But I'd move to a dream zone country where that book is based. Not saying where. I think it's pretty obvious. But yeah,
Yeah, but just imagine someone calling and say, hey, I won this amount of, like,
I'm
let's
like,
say,
yeah, come on, man, shut up. All you have to do to win it is give us your bank details. Goodbye. No thanks.
no, not bank details. You will win this for free, but you'll have to do something for me when the right time comes.
I'm not bloody Mill. I'm not. I hope they're not bloody Milton.
Yeah.
Sorry, what book did we get onto?
Yeah, yeah, I
Uh,
think we did. We were on Man for Hire, I think.
with that book, it was a bit. Pardon me. Hard because it was literally only two, really. Susan was the favourite because she's just
Yeah,
she's ruthless at the same time as being innocent and sweet sometimes. So and Donna, the other one, no words can be said.
yeah, same. Suzanne, the favorite and least favorite.
Yeah.
Donna.
Yep.
Okay, what do we have next? Colorblind.
Next book because
Colorblind. Come
yeah.
on,
Um.
I forgot the name of a girl.
Okay. It's that good book that we can't even remember the love interests, mate.
Yeah, I remember who I like the least. It's Laura, I think.
Oh god, she pretend. I mean, yes, all right, she went what she did, but like, come on, why do that? That's just heartless. Or because you didn't experience something, because something went wrong, doesn't mean you have to make everybody else suffer.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
wrong.
exactly. She and there was another love interest. I can't remember her
Nope.
name, but she was a sweetheart. And
Oh, is it the one associated with that grandmother?
yep,
Yeah.
I think so.
Is it the one what's a badass as well? No, sorry, you just said she's a sweetheart. I can't remember the name. Oh, no, I would have to go on to the next book because I can't think of what the names are.
Same. Okay, next we have Uber.
You know what? I think I'd say there's between two. The ex-military person who we used to work with, and the
Mia.
yeah, her, and is it Samantha?
Sam. Yeah.
I can't, I cannot pick out them two. Like
Yeah.
genuinely,
I
Sam.
don't have any least favorite love interest from
No,
this book, but favorite definitely. For me, I gotta go with Sam because I thought Sam and our main character had a bit more chemistry, and I really
yeah.
liked Sam.
Oh yeah, 100%. Would agree with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then again, do you know what? Actually, thinking about it, I think I'd say the same. But I can't. If I had to pick out just Sam and that the ex-military person, I can't remember her name.
Mia.
I really couldn't pick
Yeah.
because in that book there was. I don't think I'd be able to pick a least favorite because I don't think there is one. I think we don't talk about that book as much as like. I know you said you didn't really like it, but like it's not the worst book out there. It's certainly. I think that's what I liked about that book. The main character, the love interests weren't bad at all. They did that part perfectly. So yeah,
Totally.
lovely.
Okay. Next we have what is it? My bloody classmate.
We can't spoil anything. So
Yeah.
you know who my least. You know what I'm trying to say. My least favorite
Yeah. No,
love interest is. You know who I mean. We aren't spoiling anything. Can't we say the person's name?
I guess so. Yeah. Definitely.
What is her name? Is it Cassandra? No, no, no. Christina. Christina.
Christina. Christina. Yeah. And I really liked Dorothy. Yeah. Dorothy is one of my favorite love interests
Yep.
from this. Yeah. Then we have Time and Time Again. It's kind of it's
Oh,
also very
yeah. I
Chloe.
I I've read that book, but that was one of the first ones I did read out of all the Dream Zone books. So
Same.
it's like I've not really played that. I've only played it once, and it was like I don't think that is a bad book at all either. It's like I don't literally have a preference in that book of who I like more because I can't remember the names at all or what they're like. I actually have forgot, but I have read the books. I know what happens. So
It's a really great book.
yeah,
Like the given the genre and the way of writing, they
yep.
did a pretty amazing job with it.
And I didn't think it would be the way it turned out. I thought, wow, what? When did this take a turn? But yeah,
Yeah.
I can't remember at all.
Okay. Let's see. Then we have My Bloody Classmate. We already did. We did. Yep. We look alike. Oh, this is a curveball. This is a really curveball. This is a real curveball. Who is from
Exactly.
Lookalike? Who is from Lookalike?
Would you say Florence is one? Because technically, yes.
Yeah.
But I won't say she's as bad as I thought she would be. I know she. Uh, I don't. Do you know what I'm trying to say about that? Bad. Like it's not
Yeah, I mean,
with Florence. Look, I'll just say where it is. People can skip. That's a good thing about this. Yes, without spoiling the main plot story, with what happened with her, we could have killed her. People can skip. I mean, let's face it. We've all read that book, so let's just
yeah,
say this. So, if Amber, if you're reading, or anybody else, please skip what I'm just the part like I just said before, but just please skip. We could have had the chance to not save her, but I did. And then she was genuinely remorseful and like thankful for it. That's why I'd say she's not my least favorite. But
I know. I think she could have been redeemed. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
she would have made a great
yeah,
love interest after that.
exactly. That's what I mean. Like when we saved her, she was like, "You could have genuinely not saved me here, but we did, didn't we?" So it
Yeah,
was like she. But when we did save her, if you did, she was genuinely remorseful and actually thankful for doing it, wasn't she? She was like, "You could have done that, but you didn't." Exactly. So, like
yeah.
you said, I
And not a lot of people, even after you save them, not a lot of people, are or often are, grateful. Like Poppy.
don't even mention her, but yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Though she was genuinely remorseful and like, not
I know.
remorseful. Sorry, the wrong word, but like genuinely thankful and said, "You could have done that, but you didn't." So that's what I liked about her character. She was,
Yeah, she was also remorseful about like she wanted to kill us.
yes, she did. I left that part
Yeah.
out, but obviously they could skip because I said to skip. But like, yeah, it's a bit, you know. I like you said though, she would have made a great love interest in that book, hands down.
Yeah, and all of the love interests, it's hard to pick one favorite because, be it Pamela, I think, the bodyguard, the Mexican bodyguard, be it Florence, be it the reporter, or be it the lookalike. You know who I mean? The
Yeah,
lookalike girl.
yeah. Was it?
Her,
Was it that guy's
oh,
boss?
yeah, FBI agent.
Yeah.
And I used to say there was, yeah, the one who was in Africa, who was married to our who married our, I can't remember, yeah, our best friend. Remember the girl who married our best friend later?
Yes, I believe
All
I
of
do.
them were amazing love interest.
100%.
It was a
And
great book.
I don't think we should talk about how good that book actually is. Of all the books, I won't say it's underappreciated, but it's under talked about. I don't. I just don't know what it is about that book I like.
Yeah.
Is it because of the love interest? Is it because of the plot? I've never ever seen a plot like this in my life, apart from
Nope.
probably Devil's Deal. These are the only, like I said, that's what's so unique about Dream Zone. Who else could have thought of a plot like lookalikes? I'm not saying what
Yeah.
the plot is. I think we've talked about it before. If we haven't, then good. But like I said, Aniban, have you ever seen a plot like this in your life ever on another app? Ever?
Nope. Nope. I
Never.
have not seen a really good plot like time and time again either. I mean, they
No.
do really unique stuff.
Yes. And it's
Half
like,
human. Wow.
wow. Without explaining what happens, book
Yeah.
two, good God, I didn't expect that. I
I
did not
did not
expect
either.
us to, our dad to be that person. God, I almost spoiled something
Neither.
then.
Neither. Yeah.
But like,
Also, I
that
didn't
was a
expect our
shock.
dad to marry Jennifer either, but yeah.
The basket. I mean, sorry. So, no, but like, that book, I mean, I'm actually quite, a lot of people say this. I'd say I'm quite good at reading things, but that I did not expect one bit. Well, maybe when just spoken to Ari and then just dropped dead,
Yeah, I
unconscious.
know.
But like,
I mean, I'm not going to admit it. I mean, I was watching, like, after I downloaded Dream Zone, I played Hostel Story. I was watching some playthroughs of Hostel Story. Then there was this Tongue Tied Games that I watched their playthrough of this book, Half Human. And I kind of didn't know. I understood the plot a little bit, but it was chapter 5 or 6. So I mainly started playing, like, this half human book after watching the playthrough and because of Tyler's mom, but the plot is genuinely good. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I mean, I fell in love with the plot. One of the best books.
and as well. I think so. I did get suspicious about obviously with that book when the something went to Ari and then we dropped unconscious, but that was about it. Like, did you honestly? I want you to be honest. Did you expect that plot twist? Would you say it's a plot twist? Yeah, I'd say it were a plot twist. So
Yeah,
I'd never
it's a
expected
big
that.
revelation.
A revelation. I've never experienced a more. I've never honestly expected a plot twist like that in my life. Honestly, like hands down. A-
Yeah,
Apart from
definitely.
probably Devil's Deal Book One, when we find out that we might be or might not be something, but like, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. Next book.
Project Prometheus.
I can't remember. Like,
Yeah,
no,
Monica is my least
oh,
favorite.
Yeah, I know who. I liked the well, what was the name? The guy, the person who used to work with that guy. The one who's on the cover of Dream Zone when you log into the app.
Monica.
Yes. She's a interesting one, say. Interesting. Not the best, but not the
Yeah.
worst.
I liked Erica a bit.
Yeah.
She was good.
Yeah. Apart from that, I
Yep.
couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Let's go to the next book. Oh yeah, Honeywood.
Oh, what? I don't. It's obvious. My least favourite is Crystal. Hands down.
Yeah, Crystal. Crystal. Same.
Because technically she's a love interest, but she is part of the plot as well. Um, Least favourite is Crystal. I think you can agree with that. Please don't disagree. If you don't, then there's something wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Crystal the way she was represented, like from old time. But what she did, oh
Was
damn! I mean, yeah,
it's like me trusting you and me you trusting me with something. I do it and then just betray you. That would be.
yeah, that
But
was hurtful. That was hurtful. Yeah.
that was
Even after he
bad.
saved Crystal, she's
Yeah.
still not.
That's the why I like Florence.
Yeah,
As much as
exactly.
I hated her at start, you could not be. You could nobody could disagree with. I know. Sorry, it's one of my favorite books. Not gonna lie, but like that's what I liked about Florence. The difference between Florence and Crystal is unbelievable.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. Florence had a genuine reason for to hurt us. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean, though? Like, not to hurt. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
Crystal, she
Crystal
was
was
just
brutal.
heartless, gutless. What a pillar can I could say so much more about her. One of the worst love interests in Dream Zone, hands down.
Yeah. I mean, I liked Crystal a lot from the beginning because of how she was represented
Yeah,
and everything. But then what she did after getting back to the world, that just wow.
pathetic. What
Even I
did we ever
thought
do wrong for her?
save her, she would change. But
We even agreed that if she did that, then she'd probably be a decent character. But no, honestly, that book
but
was
yeah, yeah. But that book was really good.
yeah.
Honeywood was a good book. And Dick Long, he was the hero of the book.
God, wow.
It
I
reminded
wish.
me of a character from Big Sky Country. Remember Dick Mulligan?
Oh yeah, him. He was an asshole.
Hey, I just wonder what could have inspired Honeywood writers to come up with the body description of Dick Long because he's bald and
I get it. Yeah. I mean, to me, look. I think that was a joke. Not a joke, but I think that was in like an inside joke. See if
yeah,
anybody got
fun,
it.
fun.
God, you can tell these writers in Old Dream Zone books, not just with Honeywood, have a good sense of humor. Like with what happened in Honeywood, not Honeywood, sorry, with adult education, with that up your space dash your
Yeah.
yeah that like you can tell they have a good sense of humor, but that was just unbelievable. Where he said, "My name's Dick, Dick Long," for God's
Yeah,
sake.
Dick Long. Yeah.
What a book that was.
Yeah, oh, amazing.
Can I say
Okay.
one word about that book?
Yeah.
Underestimated. I really
Of course.
underestimated that book.
Yeah. One of the best, books that
Yep.
starts with sex but
Yep.
gets even more, like like books like The Nanny Affair and Surrender should learn from this because like choices do all the other books like High School Story, With Every Heartbeat, Amy, plot based books really well, but when it comes to stuff like this, Dream Zone is hands down the best. You
One
know,
hundred percent.
yeah, Honeywood. I remember I was having my fourth semester exams, and you told me like, "Hey, there's a new book, Honeywood, and it's like actual porn world." I was like, "Oh wow!" I have to. So I finished my exam, and I started reading it, and it was like, "Wow!" The first few chapters were amazing,
Yep.
and then the drama started.
Honestly,
Yeah.
to add on that book, to summarise it, for anybody who wants to read it, because I know Amber watches this, and I know she does, and I've said that a few times now, but seriously, not Donna. I'd say Donna as well. Donna and Crystal, I'd probably say Crystal, in my opinion, is the worst love interest in Dream Zone. No questions, no if, buts, or whats, or anything. The worst love interest, I honestly think.
Yeah.
Hands
And I
down.
saw in a group someone comparing Crystal to the mother from Christiania or something. You said from the Impossible Game book too.
I believe it is.
Yeah, I don't think it was a good match because that character was not lethal at the end, and when she learned about Grace's power and she
Huh?
learned about how Aria was trying to her, she gave up her power to because she knew she was not right. So I think I respected her for that.
Yeah, yeah. But I will say something like we said before, and I remember saying this. She did take the coward's way out, but I could understand why. Because she knew we'd be having a go at her for doing it, and it's like she was genuinely remorseful. You could
Yeah,
actually see in her facial expressions on the picture that she was remorseful. She would have made a great love interest, hands down.
yeah,
Don't even tell me no.
yeah. Same
But
like
something, but
Florence.
like you said, I didn't know that. First time I've actually seen what you've said. But comparing Crystal to Alessandria, I think it is, Cassandria, I don't know, one of them. No, don't even compare them. It's like with Becca and Poppy. Don't compare
Yeah,
them because Becca's like Alessandria, not as worse as what I'm trying to say. Make the comparison. Like, don't even make that comparison. What Crystal did was unforgivable.
yeah.
Unforgivable.
Yeah, Pop is like Jet like character.
Yeah, but I think what's the next books now?
Yeah. Next we have, I think, adult education. Adult education.
There's only one love interest in that book. Like, and I'm not just saying that. It'd be Nicole.
Yeah.
As much as I know, I think as well, Linnea, man, and we can both agree on the fact that we know she's not perfect and there's more to the plot with her. But
Yeah.
like, up to now, is her because there's literally nobody else.
Yeah.
Is there?
Uh,
No, really.
no, yeah. For me, my favorite love interest, of course, Nicole at the top, and second it would be the wedding planner and um, Lisa. I mean, I think
Oh,
we're
bloody
gonna
hell!
see.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot about the wedding planner. I'm really, really sorry. I actually forgot about. Sorry, there is actually quite a few in that book. I'm totally not thinking. There is that one who took us around all that stuff. That one who has a short attention span. There is that one who's really sweet. Her. There's the wedding planner, but I,
Jersey,
yeah, I think as well. If you're just
the
basing it
gym
on what I
teacher.
actually want, is Nicole. Let's just face
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
What I would
100%.
actually choose if I was realistic, I don't know. Out of all the other three, not including Nicole, because that's more to the plot than a love interest. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
realistically,
yeah.
I would
Uh,
pick. I don't know.
for me, realistically, I would have gone. I mean, Nicole is always my first pick. I mean, but if not Nicole, then I mean, come on, like she was like the best character there, Nicole, and then Lisa or the wedding planner.
Lisa, Lisa, don't even. What? She is.
I mean, I know, I know. Like at the start, first 4 or 5 chapters, she was like horrible, but what happened at the end was she did seem like she was remorsing it. So yeah, I mean, if
But
it gets a
can I
sequel,
just say something on that?
yeah.
Who is she actually marrying?
Exactly, we don't know yet.
Is she
Who
actually
knows?
doing that? Is it part of the plot?
God
You
knows.
don't know because
Yeah,
it just seems a bit suspicious that we don't actually find out who she's marrying.
yeah.
Obviously, it's not in our right place to know, but like,
I think she will redeem herself in book two.
yeah, because didn't she say that she was genuinely thinking it was us? She
Yeah,
wanted it to be us.
yeah. That was a bit weird how it happened. Like she
I know. I thought,
embarrasses us.
what?
She kicks us out of the office, and suddenly, after a few weeks, she's like, "Hey, I'm getting married. It would have been good if it were you." That was like,
No, 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 no. Now, do you know what I mean? Why is she like that?
yeah,
Something.
I know it was just so weird. But yeah, Lisa does have a potential to be a good love interest.
100%.
Hey man, how's it going? Oh, connection issue. But yeah, I mean, thirsty girls. Let's get over with this before he joins again. Thirsty girls.
I don't know. Oh,
Favorite, least favorite.
I don't actually know. I couldn't tell you.
For me, it's gonna be favorite or very least favorite. I don't know. I don't have one, but like not just a very. I do like Kimberly a lot. So Kimberly, a very, yeah.
Yep, I'd agree with that.
But I will take Kimberly with a grain of salt.
Yep, because I know we did say she might not be to the plot, but you know, you never know how something can change.
Yep, that's
Hello.
true.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. So, I think that's all the books in the Dream Zone.
Yes. We should do this for bloody choices as well.
Oh God, there are thousands of books in there, and and I know pretty much if we go into Ethan is now my favorite love interest. And if we go into Wolf Pride, everyone's gonna shout, "Oh, it's Bastine!" And people
Yep.
who romance male, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's Morgan." But with Dream Zone, it's even because like mainly if you romance women, then you get to choose from them without any bias. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like Bastien romancers basically shitting on Morgan, or Morgan romancers shitting on Bastien. It's like you have an equal say.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yep, 100. That's the yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to this Thursday. What happens with Thirsty Girl? And did you notice that average Dream Zone chapters, when like books like My Bloody Classmate and other books like Colorblind used to release, the chapters are really short, but Thirsty Girls chapters seem like they're really long. Really long, like Choices chapters. And when Choices
Oh.
chapters are getting reduced
Oh yeah,
in
100%. I'd agree with that. So. So yeah. Are you still here?
yeah, I'm here.
That's good then. Sorry, I just silent.
So, what's your prediction for next chapter? Next week's chapter?
Tell you, I actually don't answer.
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's all
I was
right.
just wondering, when we started talking first, we had so many books in common, like Laws of Attraction, then The Nanny Affair, Open Heart, Queen Bee. But to think of it now, we don't have a book in common because I'm reading Mismatch and Weg Dead earlier chapters, where you don't
Yeah,
have Weg Dead and you are reading Crimes of Passion. It's really interesting.
it really is. I,
It just
I think we
goes
should
to
do
show
that
you.
one day. Read a book we've never read, like this day, and
Yeah, that'd be
take it from
interesting.
there.
So we can do that next Monday, because I we can do this like on the weekend, because I'm gonna have loads of homework and studies and
Yeah,
stuff to
that's
do.
fine.
I will I will read. I know the newest choices and dreams on chapters, but we can do it on the weekend. Like we read, let's say 2 or 4 chapters. I think
Yeah.
choices 4 chapters would be too much, but 2 chapters of a new book that we have not read before, and then we talk about it, because yeah, that would provide some great content.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
What book do you want it to be?
What do you think? I'll ask you.
That's interesting. Let me see. What book we haven't talked about, but it's a really good book.
Lookalikes.
Oh, you want it to be from Dream Zone?
Oh, I thought it said choices. Oh, sorry. Choices.
Oh, we can do one thing. 1 week from Dream Zone, 1 week from Choices.
Or both. Like
Yep.
two chapters each. Just don't take much time. 10
Yeah.
or 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think that would be right. I think Choices 2 chapters are fine, but Dream
Yeah.
Zone 4 chapters, I think.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, I hadn't found that. Right, so we'll pick one from Dream Zone first because there's not much to choose from.
But
Um,
what about um oh wait, Nightbound. I don't think we have in details talked about it. Nightbound first 2 chapters.
yeah, I think we'll do Nightbound from choices.
And look alike from Dream Zone.
Yeah.
Yep, I will update Brandon on that then. He said his mic is not working for some reason. So yeah, but next week it will be amazing if we can just recap Nightbound because
Yeah.
it's been a long time since I've played this. Or do you want it to be Elementalist? Whatever, whichever you want. Which one is it gonna be?
Oh, I don't think we spoke about Elementalists at all, hardly.
Whatever you
No,
say. Which one you want it to be?
I don't know. I think Elementalists, you know. No,
Elementalist.
I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know. I honestly, man, I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Or it can
Um,
be It Lives. I don't think we have actually discussed the chapter. Like, just imagine if we read first 2 chapters of It Lives, and then we talk
do you
about
know
it
what?
like
Yeah,
every teacher.
scrap the other two ideas. We'll go for It Lives. I agree with you now because we've said about like much we like the books, but we've not explained in detail why. And to be honest, in most of the chapters, I know what happens in the plot is, but like I've like the in between chapters, like adding up to that, why we like a certain. I reckon It Lives. You know. Yeah.
Sure. So let's go with It Lives. So next week, It Lives with oh wow. I mean what a brainstorm. We started with Nightbound, we went to Elementalist and then It
It
Lives.
Lives.
Yeah, I mean so we can do It Lives in the Woods first 2 chapters
Yeah.
or four?
I say only two because
Oh,
four you could get quite a lot with choices.
yeah, hard to remember. So here's what we're gonna do. It lives 2 chapters. You said so. We have decided the book. We have decided on the chapters. So next Monday we're gonna do it. So 2 chapters of It Lives. We're going to read it and write down your thoughts, opinions on it, and we're going to probably read it with the thought like we don't know what happens at the end, and then we just talk about like what observations you made, because I remember when you we were reading, remember Devil's Deal used to make notes of what was happening. That was pretty amazing. You
Yeah.
were like, yeah, like what happened. So that was like, who is gonna be the devil, the demon. That was an amazing book, amazing time. I remember still. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we can definitely do that. And then we just talk about those points and those choices and characters. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I'd agree with that 100%.
Yeah. Yep. So next week it's gonna be It Lives 2 chapters in the woods.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Alright, so I think we covered almost everything this week. Choices pretty much you covered the other day and today. Both the dream zone, a little bit about choices, and we got an amazing idea for what we're gonna do next week. So, do you have anything else to add?
Absolutely not.
Alright, so I think again it was just the two of us. Brendan couldn't join because of his mic. Hopefully next Monday he will make it, and we're gonna be having this conversation about It Lives. I literally can't wait. I'm gonna read It Lives in the weekend, the first 2 chapters in the woods, and see you. Stay safe. Take care. I will see you.
See you later.
Have a nice week.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Thanks.